thought of coming home so far away. 20-something years old, a little young, a little bold. Ignorance is bliss, so they say. A little short on money, a little long on dreams. Trying to make a life of our own. Sunrise to sunset, we were hedging all our bets. Never gambled on coming home. No, we're never coming home. No, we're never coming home. People always change while digging through the ashtray. Plenty of pennies, but there ain't no dimes. And the tank keeps getting empty, no matter how much you put in. Sick of losing all the time. Another payday gone by, another well run dry. We're getting so broke, we're about to break. Yeah, we're catching it all in, all that sweat and all that.
Good morning, check 1, 2. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm assuming you can. I can kind of hear myself. It's Monday, May 17th. Good morning. Welcome to another edition of the Morning Buzz. My name is Mike Brady. I'm the host, in case you've never seen me before or don't know what you're watching. Welcome to the Morning Buzz. This is a morning live stream show that I started 10 weeks ago, actually 10 weeks today. And it's a live stream show that is intended to give the people of the North County, San Luis Obispo, news, information, positivity, and what else? Community. Just a sense of community. So that's the goal of the Morning Buzz. We're 10 weeks into this thing. It's a day-by-day thing. I have no idea what the end goal is with this thing, but I'm having a lot of fun doing it. I'm loving the fact that you guys are participants, active participants, watchers, viewers who are along with me on this journey. That's humbling, I guess, and comforting to know that you guys are finding value in this. And so as long as you guys do find value in it, I guess I'm going to just keep trying to figure out how to keep going with it. So Monday, May 17th, 2021, life has changed for me quite a bit in the last 5 months. I can tell you that on a personal level, I've gone from starting and running a business for 5 years to having that business go completely under and shut down and go dark, and me finding myself in a health crisis, in a mental state crisis. Well, I would call it a crisis, on the scale. I'm sure it probably wasn't a crisis, but from a personal level, it was a crisis for me. And so here I am 5 months later, just doing whatever I can on a daily basis to figure out what's the healthiest, most productive, most forward actions that I can take on a daily basis. That's been my focus and my goal for the last 5 months or so. So here I am, May 17th. I am on day 50. No, what am I on? So I'm on day 49 of the 75-day challenge. It's a 75 hard challenge, and I'm sure if you've watched the show at any point, you've heard me talk about it, but I'm just going to continue to talk about it because it's my life. Day 49. Yesterday was tough. Yesterday was day 48. For some reason, I have a really hard time on Sundays. The last Sunday, it was Mother's Day, and I didn't start working out. My first workout didn't come till 5 p.m. last Sunday, or 6 p.m. Yesterday was, I'm out of the house for church. I play music in the band there at church, and so I like to sleep in on Sunday and wake up at like 6:30 have my coffee, and then go off to church. And so I did that, got done with church, and then went and had my walk. But I only had a couple hours in between church and getting over to Santa Maria Brewing Company for my acoustic show. And so I went over, did my hike, got that done, went and played the show, and then got home. Um, and the thought was right after the show I would go do a second hike, and I didn't do that, just because my family was all home and they were watching a movie, and I wanted to join them. And so I hurried home and um, was able to see the family a little and do that. But I did work out while watching a movie, and so I got the second workout in. Um, Man, but I'm part of this accountability group on Facebook, and I you know I I guess I have to put it in perspective. Everybody's different, but what I see is people, failing at this challenge, and starting themselves over and starting over and starting over, and giving themselves an out. And um, I just I don't know. My thought is, man, why are these people? And, and it's me judging, but it's like, I don't know. I just haven't gotten to a spot where I'm giving myself an out yet. I've gotten close, but here I am at day 49. I'm like so close. I'm 26 days away from completing this challenge. And so I'm like, there's nothing in me that says I want to just throw in the towel right now. So, um, anyways, it's day by day though, right? That changes any given moment. So, all right. Saturday, I went out to the stadium over in Templeton, and had a chance to meet with the firefighters and participate in the stair climb that they did. So that was a blast. I got some good pictures. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Um, Where are my pictures? Uh, yeah, so the firefighter stair climb, we I wish I knew all their names. I don't, unfortunately, but we're over here at Mike Herb Field, and so we had a great time. These guys all suited up, guys and girls, and they climbed the stairs. I climbed the stairs, but I had a 45-pound weight on, or weight vest, and so let's see. There's another shot of those guys. Um, and this is afterwards. Everybody's just wiped out. And you could see they decorated it. Um, they've got pictures of all of these people that we were honoring, or um, people that are currently fighting some type of cancer, leukemia, or lymphoma, or they've lost their battle with it, and so they hung pictures all over the stadium. And there's the chief, Tom Peterson, who I had a chance to meet, who's going to spend some time with us here on the show at some point. But oh, you can't really see, can you? Because my thing's in the way. Yeah, we had a great time. It was a special morning. I'll going over there. I'm driving thinking, okay, this is cool. I'm going to go work out. I'm going to get my workout in. I'm going to meet the fire guys and girls, and participate in the stair climb with them. It's for a good cause. And I'll tell you, like, as soon as I walked up to the field and, over to the stadium where everyone was sitting, it was quiet. Everybody was getting ready. Everybody was just, yeah, kind of in their own thing, and they had decorated this whole place and put pictures out, and it just kind of hits you like a ton of bricks, right? Um, like the real reason why you're doing this thing. And so it was. I mean, from that point, from the moment that I saw all the pictures and all the firefighters getting ready to the moment I got home and a couple hours after, it was like a super emotional thing to do and take part in. And so I was, yeah, it's way humbling. Um, but I can tell you that the Templeton Fire group, that's a special group. Just having spent that short amount of time with them, they are, and I'm sure a lot of most fire, I guess you call them stations or whatnot, but most of them are like this, right? It's a brother and sisterhood, and they're just tight, and it's a family, and so for them to take part in that together and then include me in it, I was very grateful and humble, and so um, it was a special morning, and celebrating and paying tribute to those who are battling lymphoma and leukemia, and those who have lost their battles with it. And so our station came in second. Did we come in second? Let me see here. They raised $24,000 for this thing, which is huge. Um, and I'll see if I can find that link again. But yeah, $24,000 to pay tribute to, or to pay towards the fight to cure leukemia and lymphoma, or at least to continue to funding for it. So awesome. Next year, they're already talking about going to Seattle for next year's. Every year this takes place in Seattle, but this year, because of COVID and the restrictions, they were unable to do it. Next year, they hope to be back in Seattle, and if they are, we were talking about what it would look like for me to go along with them and possibly do live broadcast the day before and then the day of, with multiple agencies participating. So, yeah, I mean, as long as I can do it, I'm totally down to do that event annually. It's pretty awesome. So, thank you, Templeton Fire. Let's call it. What was the official name? Fire and Emergency Services Templeton, for including me in that day. I'm very honored that you guys were allow me to take part in that with you. So thank you. All right, it's 7:13 in the morning, and every Monday, every Tuesday, every Wednesday, every Thursday, every Friday, at least three times a day, we invite our friend Mr. Anthony Reed into the show. Then he has a website or Facebook page called Pastoral Incidents and Actions, and he basically spends all day, all night updating the site to give us all of the latest and greatest news and information, things that we need to know about happening in and around the county. What's happening?
Hey, thanks for that introduction. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. What's the latest? How was your weekend?
Uh, it was very relaxing. Can I say that for a weekend in a pandemic?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So it was relaxing. Watching that stair climb on a Saturday morning, it's hit me in an emotional state. Uh, just for the cause, and seeing you out there was just awesome. So I appreciate your time and dedication that you put towards that on a Saturday. So yeah, it was just a humbling weekend, obviously, with what I've been through in this last year. I just spent most of the weekend just kind of thinking about that, and um, thinking about just how humbled that I am, uh, co- coming back from my situation and just how far I've come. And so it was just a humbling overall week, and it was good.
Good.
So,
And
I'm sorry I went on a rant. I just had to.
no worries. And so yesterday you guys went to church. You had church, and then what'd you do after church?
Just relaxed with family. Didn't do too much. We had dinner and just kind of just relaxed. I came back to my apartment at around 6 o'clock because my dad had a couple of other things to take care of before he started his week. And so we're looking to have a strong week. So, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. So I see you shared a story here in the chat. What do we got going on this morning?
So on Friday night or Friday afternoon, there was it started out as a vegetation fire in Atascadero. If you open that link there, you'll see there's a bunch of fire trucks. So there was what's called a residential structure fire in Atascadero. I believe it was in the area of Coberill, and I can't think of that cross street that's right there. But anyway, so it turned into a residential structure fire. The house, if you go to one of the other pictures, you can see kind of where the house is, at least what's left of it. So it's under investigation right now as to how it started. However, I did hear, and it is confirmed, that there was approximately 5,000 rounds of ammunition that was popping off during this whole thing. So that kind of added some, I guess it kind of intensified it a little bit for the firefighters, I would imagine. So, yeah, so no, I think there was like one reported injury to a occupant of the house, but I believe those injuries were minor. So just looking through the pictures there, as you can see how kind of intense that was. For the firefighters. Yeah. So I would assume that the house is a complete loss just by the pictures there. So
is there any weapons or artillery expert watching the show right now that can chime in? I need to know how does all this ammunition go off? Does it heat up inside of a gun safe, or what's the? Give me some details. If look, I'm not an ammo guy, I'm not a gun guy, I'm not an anti-gun guy, I'm not a pro gun. Like I'm just. It's like what can I compare it to? It's like swimming to me. Like it's just there. I don't swim a lot. I don't hate people that swim.
Yeah.
I just don't know a lot about guns or ammo, and so if you're taking mental notes about how to attack me, yeah, I don't carry a gun. So, but if there's anybody online here that is watching the show that can tell us about this ammo, how in fact these rounds go off in a fire, if they're locked in a safe and the safe heats up, does that cause the ammo rounds to go off? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not an expert either on how what the ratio, I guess, with fire versus ammunition is. I'm not an expert in that in no way as well. So I don't know either. But when I heard that, it didn't really surprise me. Because I mean, I'm not trying to make light of this situation at all, but nowadays people have guns and they have ammunition, kind of just sitting around and stuff. And if something like this gets going, then everything just kind of combusts.
Yeah, when we were little, man, I remember being in the back of a pickup truck and you'd have it would be common to just have people have their rifles like
Hmm.
hanging from their window in the back of the truck. Like
Yeah,
that was just legal back then in California, and obviously it's not now, but
yeah.
um
Because when my dad was in high school, um, he would tell me stories about how I mean he grew up here in Paso Robles and stuff like that. Graduated from Paso High and stuff, and he would just say that a bunch of his friends and stuff would have, like you're talking about, the gun racks in the back of the pickup truck,
yep.
and they would take those to school, obviously drive the truck to school with the gun in the back, and they didn't think about school shootings and the things that we think about now.
No.
And so it's just I think the world has completely changed in that area, obviously. And so yeah, it's just the times have just changed.
Oh, the times they are a changing. Bob Dylan song. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's 2021, man. What a wild ride we've been on so far. I'm 43 years old, and I mean, in the last 25 years since I graduated high school, we've seen like crazy change.
Yeah, I've only graduated uh, high school 7 or 8 years ago,
Mhm.
and I've seen the generation change, at least from my generation on to the next. I was talking with my brother and my mom on Mother's Day, and my brother and I, we graduated high school like 3 or 4 years apart, and we were just talking about like how the generation has changed uh, from the time that he graduated in 2010, and then I graduated in 2013, and then until now it being 2021, like 7 or 8 years um, gap in between me graduating, and I made the comment that the generation now, the kids,
Yeah.
have significantly shrunk. Like I'm tall, right? I'm 6'6", but
What
like
do you mean? The kids are getting smaller?
yeah,
You're
yeah,
crazy.
no,
You're crazy.
no.
Dude, my son's 6'1". My daughter's 5'9". We have no idea how our kids are as big as they are.
Well, I mean, just from the the kids. Okay, I'll say this: the kids that we went to school with. Okay, they've significantly like shrunk.
Oh, got it.
Like the parents are getting younger in our generation.
Mhm.
They're. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, it's kind of cool to see at times, but then on the other hand, it's kind of like, okay, well, if that's the way it is, then hey, that's just the
Yeah.
way it is.
Hey, so let me ask you a question. What's it like being somebody that's that tall? Is it like, do you find that everybody's looking at you all the time?
Not really. Um,
Really?
no. I mean, you kind of get used to it. Um, I mean, I mean, I, I was at church yesterday, um, and I mean, COVID in terms of hugging people. Um, I hugged this young lady, and she said, "Oh, you're tall," and she's probably like your height. And so I just kind of say, just kind of nonchalantly, well, I mean that's the way it is. I mean, I'm tall, you know.
Yeah.
Uh, for me, I'm just used to it because I've been tall for so long. So you just kind of get used to the tallness, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I saw a guy at Trader Joe's yesterday, probably 7 foot,
Yeah,
um, older guy, and he's local here, but like every time I see him, I stare at him.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
There's a
it,
few.
I'm fascinated by just what's it like to walk around being taller than everybody else. And your dad says you were as tall as your kindergarten teacher in
Yeah, I
kindergarten.
was. Yeah, I was.
Like, what's it like to walk around being taller than everybody else? It's just,
For me, it's normal. I mean,
yeah.
I've been walking around tall for 26 years. So I mean,
You know what I would love about being taller than everyone else?
what's that?
I wouldn't have to worry too much about like my cowlick on the top of my head being combed and like
Yeah, yeah.
that little part right there. I'm always battling to try to get it to like lay down perfect. Sorry, I just got out of the shower. Like if I was taller than everybody else, I wouldn't have to worry about like getting that thing to lay down. It was because nobody would be able to see it.
Yeah, I don't have that hair problem like you do. See, as you can see, my hair is short, and
Yeah.
I've always kept my hair short. Just, I just like low maintenance on top. So
Yeah.
I just
I'd
don't
keep
want to do my hair.
everything up here. I'd keep like my ATM combo up here and like all kinds of passwords. Nobody would be able to see it.
Yeah, but then if you lay down
Yeah,
or
that's
something
true.
like that, it'll fall out. But yeah,
That's
but no,
true.
like I said, I've been tall my whole life. Obviously, I just turned 26, so I can say now that I've been tall for 26 years.
Mhm.
And so I mean, I get comments all the time. Oh, you're tall. You know, you're tall. This and that and the other. So I'm just used to it. So
I heard you were being born from your mother. I heard you started at 7:26 a.m. and they finished delivering you at 8:32. You were so long. They just kept pulling you out. Is that true?
I I can't attest to that. I don't know. I was there, but I wasn't there yet.
Yeah, no.
I don't
That's
know.
awesome.
I don't
All
know.
right. So let's see. We've made fun of how tall you are. What else can we talk about this morning?
Anything you want.
Uh,
I'm an open book when it comes to making fun of me because
no,
it just doesn't matter to me. So
that's so funny. All right. So how you doing on your healthy choices in life? Are you giving yourself the best chance to be in a spot where once you're finished with your rehab, you can kind of hit the ground running with me, or what?
yeah, in terms of my leg strength is definitely there. It's just I just have to possibly get this next operation, which I mean, like I said before, it'll be pretty minor, like the second one was,
Mhm.
not like an open knee surgery like the first one initially was to fix everything that was wrong. So it's just going to be a scar tissue removal, which, like we did discuss last week, it's going
Yep.
to be arthroscopically. So they just put a little camera in there, and then they just go to scraping. So
Okay.
yeah, once that'll happen, I believe last week I got confirmation that I have another 18 weeks of physical therapy. And so that'll take me, I think mid-August. I think so. Which the plan is for me to start going back to work in September. So hopefully, uh, by this next surgery that happens in probably late July, then I'll be able to go back to work, and I'll be able to work you out as well. So
Awesome. All
yeah,
right. Well, I'll be here for you, whatever you need,
yeah.
to get your physical and mental state um, uh, rehabbed.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. The mental state hasn't changed. It's just been the physical. So,
good.
but once that happens, then I'll be ready to rock.
Nice.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to let you go. We're going to check in with Mr. Matt McFarland, and I'll talk with you here in about a half hour.
All right. I'll see you.
All right, man. See ya. All right. Anthony Reed, Pass Robles Intents and Actions, great kid. Just a giving, wonderful human being who is just a sweet kid to get to know, and I'm glad he's a part of the show. So, Mr. Mack, good morning.
Good morning, Mike.
Is it
How
a
are
good morning?
you? Yeah,
It is.
absolutely.
It's a new day.
Every day is a good day. Every day you're
Exactly.
alive and breathing and having the opportunity to love other people around you. It's a good day.
Absolutely. And what a pleasant surprise to see you on the trailhead yesterday.
Yeah, you are looking like a lean, mean fighting machine, man.
I'm on a mission for sure.
Yeah,
I'm
you're great.
I'm feeling good. I'm trying to give myself the best chance I can to just be in the right state of mind at all times.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and you can attest to this. It's an interesting time for a father to have a daughter graduating high school in a few weeks, right?
Yep, it sure is.
Yeah. And so, there's a lot of that going on in my head that I'm trying to kind of deal with. But
I
yeah.
understand.
Yeah. So baseball, that was a thing this weekend, huh?
Baseball, softball, tennis. I mean, man, it was all good. All of it was good. Yeah, baseball won a doubleheader. They were limited in their team down to I think 11 players. Got some kids in quarantine, but they're down to 11, and it didn't matter. They beat a Division I team. Rigetti beat them 11-1, 5-4 in extra innings. So yeah, they looked good. Looked good.
Wow. Do we know who's out? So Robbie's not out.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's public knowledge. I don't know any of that kind of stuff.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. So they had limited staff to call on, but they got the job done.
They're a solid squad, so they can go pretty deep.
Gavin Platt got the start in game 2. Who started game 1? Robbie.
Robbie. Yeah.
5 hits, 1 earned run, 5 strikeouts. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, they looked really good.
Blake Alspach, is it Alspach? A-L, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
A-S? Yeah. So Blake's dad and I grew up together.
Oh, really?
I've known Blake's dad since 6th grade. Mike Alspach is an amazing guy. He was a hell of a baseball player. He was a great baseball player. And so when I saw Blake out there one Saturday, I was like, that's not a very common last name. It's got to be Mike's kid. Sure enough, Mike's over there, 20 feet away from me, and we hadn't seen each other in 26 years. So
yeah, so he played a big role. I mean, as he does in all the games, but he played a big role in the 5-4 victory in extra innings, top of the 8th. He gets on first base, stole second base, took third on a pass ball, and then scored on a single.
Wow,
and, that was the winner.
Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
Yeah. So Coach Tompkins after the game said that with only 11 players available, kids played their hearts out, put everything out on the field. He and his coaching staff couldn't be more proud of the guys. Special group of young men, he said. They never quit, and the team chemistry is extraordinary. So
Coach Tompkins was out on Thursday night with Coach Domingos and Coach Tompkins' wife, and they're special people. And I just every person that's involved with Templeton High School is just they're in it for the right reasons. I think Coach Crow said it best. Like in all of his years he's been here, he's never from the top down seen the staff be as strong and supportive as it is right now. And so that's and Coach Tompkins is one of those for sure.
Absolutely. Our coaches, clearly they're not doing it for the money. They're doing it for the love of the game and just their love for the kids and helping those young people to be just the best they can be, not only on the field or on the court or the track or the pool or wherever they're performing, but just to prepare them for the future to be great men and women. So,
yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, so that was baseball. Softball just continues to roll. Though the scoreless streak ended at 23 innings, they still had enough to sweep. This weekend, they won 10-8 and 16-2 over Atascadero. They are, what are they now? What's their record? They're 9-0 in league, 14-1 overall, and they'll play Wednesday at home versus AG. So that's a solid squad with a lot of young players, which just bodes well for the upcoming years.
Yeah. Very cool. Okay, so that's that. What else?
Guys tennis. So guys tennis, that was really end of the week last week. They played Thursday, but I didn't get the results till after, this went out on Friday and after we talked on Friday. So they won 9-zip against PV, and their final record was 6-2. And they only lost to Mission Prep, lost both matches to Mission Prep. And talking to the coach, he said that Lance Dunn is the only one that's going to be advancing to the sectional tournament this coming up weekend in SLO.
Okay.
Based on his performance at league championships. So Lance is kind of our only guy carrying the banner, which, hey, Lance is a great guy. If somebody's got to carry the banner, Lance is a great guy to do it.
Now, which one's Lance in this picture?
He's far left.
Okay.
Okay. And then girls tennis had a great individual tournament at they were at Hancock, and they let's see, in terms of singles, we took second, third, and fourth. Emma Zouabe, freshman Emma Zouabe, took second place, and she just rolled until she hit finals. And to be honest, there's nobody that was going to beat Amber Way. Nobody. I think she went through the tournament. Let's see. I think she went through the tournament 6-0, 6-0, 6-0. I mean, I don't think she lost a game.
Really?
I saw her play here against us. She is on an entirely different level.
What's her name?
Amber Way. She's not one of ours. She's from Mission.
Yeah, she's from Mission.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Orchid Academy. Yeah, she was just phenomenal. But after that, it was all Templeton. Emma took second. Sophia took third. Ada took fourth in singles. In doubles, we took first, second, third, and fifth. So Carmen Licaro and Here Shinglot took first. Mackenzie Newell and Mariel Nahara and Audrey Krupa and Tatiana Ilieva and Sunny Mount and Olivia Vos. Those guys all we took first, second, third, and fifth. And the way things work here now, the top 6 advance to the area tournament between Ocean and Mountain League. Okay, so now so we played in the.
Do they take 3 from each, or is it just
top 6?
Top 6,
both.
So it could be all of them could come from one.
Well,
no. Oh, you're saying 6 from each.
Exactly.
Got it. Okay.
And then they will play against each other. So that's this weekend. Actually, let's see. What do we have? Which days do we have? We've got, for CIF, we have soccer in CIF. Boys soccer plays tomorrow against Selma here at 6:30. And more about soccer in a second. Girls soccer plays here on Wednesday against Reedley at 5. And Thursday, our girls tennis team faces off against El Diamante. So, gonna be interesting.
Where's El Diamante?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna guess the Valley.
Okay,
just my guess. And so soccer. Let's talk because I just got a few minutes left. Let's talk soccer for a second. Girls soccer is seeded 7th. Okay, so the brackets came out. We're seeded 7th, which means we have we host here. So the way CIF works is the lower seed, so the better seed, the lower number, better seed gets to host until they play someone with a better seed. So since we're 7, this is probably our only home game unless there's some nasty upsets.
Okay.
For girls. For guys, we are the 2 seed. So as long as we keep winning, we're going to keep having home games.
And you want to be a higher seed because you get to play lower seeds, right?
Yeah. So, higher and lower, we don't want to confuse anybody. the lower the number is the better seed, right? So if
The
you're the
higher
number
seed,
one,
yeah.
right? So if you're the number 1 seed, everyone expects you to win, right? So we're the number 2 seed. So we're the second best in terms of ranking. We're the second best team. So we will continue to play people until we play a better seed than us, which is only number 1. And the only time we could face them is in the finals. And Mike, because I know you are very interested in statistics,
Always.
our boys soccer team right now is ranked not only number 2 in our division, but we are ranked 190th in California of all schools.
Are you pulling that from Max Preps?
I am.
Okay.
And just for a sense of perspective, our soccer teams have always been good. But this is the first time that we have cracked 500.
Wow.
Okay, so we're 190.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of schools in California. There's, I don't know, maybe 2,000 high schools in California. We're ranked 190th. And, we've got 700 kids. I mean, this is all schools in California, all size, all high schools.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter the size of the high school. So,
you gotta believe that California is probably one of the strongholds for youth soccer, right? Like, it's probably not as prevalent in states like, I don't know, Missouri or Idaho, or California seems to be like more of a soccer type community.
Yeah. So we're excited. We're excited about what we got going on this week. Especially with CIF, especially playoffs. We got other teams that aren't in playoffs, right? We got basketball still going, track still going, but and I don't have any updates in track because I didn't get anything from the coach. That was they ran Saturday, and so sometimes it's tough for the coaches to turn around and get stuff out quick over the weekend. But
yeah,
hopefully I'll have some results up for you tomorrow for track, because I'm sure we did well. We always do well in track.
Okay.
So that's what's going on outside of sports. Of course, there are things going on outside of sports. We have Makers Fair is Wednesday. And that is just an opportunity for our engineering kids to show the things they've been working on all year. Really excited about seeing those. Those are going to be in the quad.
That's Diodati's thing, right?
Yeah. Awesome. And hey, shout out to Mike. Not Mike. You're Mike. To Shane Brennan. Shane Brennan is our one of our FFA leaders, and he found out that Friday they announced him. I think it was Friday, maybe Saturday. Announced him as he came in 5th place in California, 5th in California for a job interview.
Wow!
Statewide competition. So wow, great job, Shane. Let's see.
He's a special kid.
Yeah, he is. I forgot to mention that in terms of our tennis players, girls tennis, they also announced our league, first team, second team, all of that. So the first team honors went to freshman Emma Zuabe in singles. Doubles team, Carmen and and Mackenzie and Mariel got first team. Second team, singles, Sophia Sanchez and Ada Teresi were both named second team all league. And our doubles team, Audrey and Tatiana, were all league second team. So, the awards are going to start rolling in. We'll try to keep you abreast of all those things as leagues announce and that sort of stuff. But just some nice notoriety for those guys. So back to Makers Fair. That's Wednesday, and then next week we have Scholarship Night, where many of our kids will be seniors, will be receiving scholarships from, I don't know, 25 maybe local organizations that have been they want to bless our kids and help them out as they take their next step. If they are deciding to go the college route, we got other kids that are going military, going business, whatever. But so we got that. And then the next week we have Evening for the Stars, where it's kind of senior awards night. and recognizing things like Eagle of the Year, which is being voted on now, Photonakis Award, the Labens Award, all the department awards. So a lot of great things coming up. And then the week after that, we have our senior walk and senior breakfast to graduation, blah, blah, blah. So tons of stuff.
Yeah. What's hold on while I got you. Let me look at this here. Okay, we are 25 days, 22 hours, and 17 minutes.
Yeah, 18 days. If you're counting weekends, 18 days till final starts.
Wow.
Yeah. So a lot of things happen in these next 3 weeks.
Yeah. All right. And so you've got a sleeping bag in your room, or are you going home every day?
I'm going home most days.
Yeah.
Most days.
Oh man.
Going to work. So
all right. Well, if there's anything I can do for you this week, let me know.
Thanks, man. We appreciate all you do to help highlight what's going on, not only at the school but in the community. And
if you need me to make a Starbucks run, whatever you need.
Yeah. Thanks, man. In all honesty, you are you're a blessing to the community and to me.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. If I'm sure I'll see you probably in the next, I don't know, 24, 48 hours if we're not on this thing together. But yeah, if I don't see you today, I hope you have a good week.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right.
We'll talk to you soon.
All right.
See ya.
All right. Matt McFarland, who is the activities director and ASB advisor for Templeton High School. So this is his Super Bowl right now. This wind down of the year is what he trains for all year long, where it's just student activity after student activity. And he's got all kinds of different things that he's dealing with from all of these activities, the students' emotions, and so he's trying to, and he's like one part teacher, 2 parts advisor, 4 parts counselor. I mean, these students just completely latch on to Mr. Mack, and he's the teacher that the kids want to be around all the time. And so he's a special dude, that Mr. Mack. So stoked that our kids get to experience somebody like that in their life and their education. So, Mr. Mack, have a good week. See ya. All right. So yeah, 25 days until graduation. This is it's starting to get real. My daughter is going to be a freshman in college in 25 days, which is just absurd to think about, because it's just like the last 18 years, you don't even really remember it. It just goes like that. Oh, wow. Okay, craziness. All right. So switching gears here. I played a show. What did I do yesterday? Friday. Did I play a show on Friday? I don't think I did. Oh, I did on Friday. Friday, I went down to the fairgrounds. They had that fair marketplace. I don't know if you guys have been there yet, but they do this fair marketplace. I think they're doing another one in June. And it takes place in the parking lot out there at the fairgrounds. Local crafts and makers and artisans and craft makers, same thing. I don't know. Went down there, set up, and played an acoustic show here at the fairgrounds for a couple hours. It was great to see some old friends and lots of people walking around. Just a fun time and a cool thing that the fair is doing for the community and for local creators and artisans. And so to Colleen and the rest of the fair, thank you so much for hosting me and letting me come out there to entertain, I guess, or provide background music to your shopping experience. It was fun. So, and there's food there too, which is cool. I didn't have any because I'm eating basically grass and dirt right now. But Yeah, you can get like fair type food there, which is cool. So lots of people came out and took advantage of that. The weather was perfect. It was actually just amazing. It was gorgeous out there on Friday. Saturday got super cold. I don't know what the deal was with that, but luckily I didn't have anything going on Saturday, except for the firefighter stair climb that I took part in. But no shows on Saturday. Yesterday, I played at Santa Maria Brewing inside, which thankfully we were scheduled to be on the patio. I was scheduled to be on the patio, but I played indoors, and I'm thankful that I did because it was about 50, 60 degrees yesterday. Too cold for me. All right, today, let's see here. What do we got? It's 50 degrees right now, high of 72. It says the clouds are going to burn off and the fog is going to burn off around 10 o'clock in East Templeton. Let's hope that's the case, because nobody likes gloomy days unless you, I don't know. Who likes gloomy days? Not me. All right, so we've got Joe Farley coming up this morning at 8:15ish, and I've reached out to somebody to try to get somebody on from the Crushers to talk about their barbecue fundraiser that they're putting on tomorrow for our detective Luca Benedetti, who lost his life last week in San Luis Obispo, and so hopefully we'll get somebody from the Crushers organization to go there or get on the show and talk about what's going on with that. The other thing I'm looking at doing this week is doing a live remote broadcast from our good friends Irish Oaks Ranch. Going to go over to their mercantile store and do a show from there at some point this week. So I'm going to hopefully speak with Matt and Melissa about that here after the show today and figure out which day is going to work best for everybody. But yeah. Okay, I picked up this flyer. I don't know. I picked up this flyer at the fair marketplace. It's the Farmstead Ed Slow County Farm Trail. I don't know if you guys know about it. Lots of basically farm tours and tastings, table to farm dinners, grow your own workshops, alpacas, goats, soaps, crafting, making, hands-on classes, agriculture, education, and markets, and more. This is basically a pamphlet that shows you all of the agriculture experiences that you can have. It's not all of them, but it's a lot of them, right? And so there's quite a bit here on the Central Coast that you can go do things at. There's 21 on this map of just different places that you can go experience some type of farm thing. Vicarious Ranch, CP Farms, Revis de Mutons, Hartley Farms, Kyler Ridge Olive Farm, Leo Gelato, Yes Cocktail Company, yes please. Windrose Farm, Nature's Touch is on here. Olea, the Groves on 41, Life Elements, Giving Tree Family Farm. Pozo Farm. The Giving Tree Family Farm is actually who I picked this up from. I need to get them on the show. That'd be fun. Let's see who else. Pozo Farm, Clearwater Color Nursery, Bee's Knees Fruit Farm. Never heard of that. Gopher Glen Apple Farm, Slow Creek Farms, Avila Valley Barn, Telly Farms, the Lufla Farm. Lufla. All right. So there is a map. Maybe I'll scan this and put it in the on the page. So speaking of pages, I was busy this weekend. I launched a so in my continued effort to kind of focus my time and energy on things that are important to me, but also bring value to other people. I put together a store that I've launched to just this is a creative outlet for me. It's something that I can do. It doesn't cost any money. It doesn't, it basically takes my creative efforts and puts them into product form. And so I can share them with you. And if you feel so inclined to support me financially, but also get some cool stuff, and it brings you value, I would invite you to go to my new online. I call it the Swag Shop. Here, Mike Swag Shop. I'll post the link. I don't really have a good name for it so far, but there's the Swag Shop, and I've just started putting some products that I've designed on this, and so you guys can kind of go through it yourself. But so I've got this Morning Buzz mug right here. I've got a Please Pass the Paso shirt, which I think is fun, right? Because and if you read the description of the Please Pass the Paso shirt, it says, "Yep, this is pretty much said everywhere from the backyard barbecues to dinners with dignitaries." It goes without saying, but looks cool on a shirt. So Please Pass the Paso. That's a shirt there, a design. Morning Buzz pint glass. I did see a few of you guys purchase the Morning Buzz coffee mugs over the weekend, so thank you for doing that, whoever it was. For some reason, I can't see who places orders. This is a Mike Wright Brady exclusive. This is part of my music stuff. Wine tastes better with rock and roll T-shirt. I like that. I think it's fun. Let's see what else I got on there. Small Kick shirt, raise a glass. It's a lyric in one of our songs. It says, warning, consuming tri-tip and Paso beer and wine while listening to the Small Kicks may lead to a badass weekend. So I want to caution you. Yes, that is all true. So that's a raise a glass T-shirt. Dadthlete. This is what I'm calling myself now. I'm an official dadthlete. So I know it's not the easiest thing to say, but basically it's for you dads out there who feel like you want to be an athlete, but you're a dad and you're a dadthlete, right? So you can get an official dadthlete shirt if you want. It's super hard to say, but I'm just going to keep saying it. I am a self-proclaimed dadthlete, and you can be too. All right, so there's the dadthlete shirt, multiple colors it comes in. This is for the women out there. Official Paso wine taste tester. There's your shirt right there. Paso, a little bit country, a little bit rock and roll. And let's see what else I got here. Templeton, CA, one of the last great American towns. Multiple colors. Okay, women's. There we go. Templeton water mug and Templeton mug. Templeton since 1886. So there you go. Just some fun things that I designed over the weekend. It doesn't literally cost me anything to design it. It's just I come up with the design. I put it up on my shop. You guys buy it, and they're made to order. And so, it's fun. If you guys want to create your own merch shop too, you guys are more than welcome to. I would say all you need to do is go to a website called teespring.com, teespring.com. And no, I am not a affiliate marketer for them. I don't get any kind of kickback or credit for you guys signing up on Teespring. But if you've got an idea for a t-shirt or a mug or a keychain or a tote bag or anything that you think would look cute, Teespring allows you to create and design it for free and launch your store for free. It's phenomenal. So I highly recommend it, and it's just a great creative outlet. So it's the Mike Wright Brady Swag Shop. I got to come up with a better name though. I apologize. And you get to set the prices too. You set the prices. You let me see if I can just let's see here. Home. Oh, I just got a note from Matt Garrett saying live at the Mercantile tomorrow, ? Yeah, so I can create prices, right? Like, look at this. I'm going to walk you through what it looks like to create a product right now. All right, let's say I want to do some type of apparel. And let's say I want to do like a sweatshirt or a hoodie, right? Long sleeve. All right, let's do a sweatshirt. Cotton blend 50/50. Okay. See, I'm a big zip hoodie kind of guy. I want to choose my color. That's not the. Whoop, what happened there? Hold on, stand by. What? No. Okay, I want to choose my product color. Let's go. Let's see. Is this a green? Yeah, let's go green. Okay. And then I want to do something right there. So we got a green hoodie. I want to add text, and let's just no. Wait, hold on. Let me add image. Let's see here. Desktop. Oh boy. Oh, here. This is the image I wanted to put. Okay, it's a Morning Buzz logo. Okay, so there you go. Now I just created my Morning Buzz hoodie. You can see that. That's what it's going to look like. I mean, it's look. Basically, it's telling me I can sell it for $45.99, and it's going to give me $20 profit or $19 profit. I can set the price at $40, and it's going to give me $13.38 profit. And I can continue. And then it says, hey, you can also design these others too. I'm not going to design anything else right now. Just a Morning Buzz hoodie. And let's call it the Morning Buzz hoodie. Never get cold, even though this hoodie makes you cooler. Is cooler a word? More cool? Never get cold, even though this hoodie makes you more cool. There you go. Okay. Publish. And just like that, it's on my store. Now, if we go to my store, let me refresh my store. And we should see the hoodie somewhere in here now. Uh-huh. Where's the hoodie? Where is the hoodie? Hold on. Hold on. Maybe it's not up yet. I'm going to be really bummed if this doesn't work because I was just trying to show you guys how simple it is. Where is the hoodie? Did it post? Okay, maybe I need to do that here. There's the hoodie. There it is. Just like that. It's live. That's how easy it is to design merch if you guys are into that kind of thing. So, yeah, teespring.com. I highly recommend it. I've actually designed and ordered stuff off of it before. The quality, they give you different types of, different quality of garments to choose from. And so, depending on the price point you want, if you want a super cheap, affordable shirt, obviously you go 100% cotton kind of, bare bones. I don't like 100% cotton t-shirts. I'm super picky. I'm like a tri-blend kind of guy. I like them a little thinner. I like them to kind of just like I don't want to feel it. I just want it to lay on my skin. Cotton, 100% cotton to me is like putting on a weight vest. I don't want that. I want something like that I can move around in. So you guys can do your own swag too here at that place. But I'm super pumped about the shop. I love it. It's just something to continue to again put together things that provide value for people. And I just need that creative outlet because I'm always thinking of different ideas and things from a marketing standpoint. And so for me, it's been super fun to build this, and it like literally zero money to do it. So good stuff. Hey, the other thing I did over the weekend, because I started booking a ton of acoustic shows. Let's see here. Let me turn my screen off. I started booking a ton of acoustic shows. Did I forget this guy? Did I forget you?
It's all good. I was taken away by the merch shop, and that's something that I'm going to work on too.
Dude, yeah, if you need help, let me know.
Yeah.
I can't believe I forgot to have you jump in on this. I've been
no
just
problem.
talking. Hey, the other thing I did is I went and because I've been booking so many shows and getting a lot of inquiries for booking acoustic shows, I went ahead and created a on my Instagram. Let me pull up my profile here. Oh, and of course it doesn't show you on the desktop version, but I'll show you my phone. If you go to my Instagram, you can now book shows. There you go. There's a button. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a button that says book now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you can click on that book now button and basically it pulls up like, okay, I want to book Mike to play a 2-hour show. And then you click on it and then you pick the date and go from there. So again, I think I booked like 7 or 8 shows last week coming up here in the next month or two. So this is just another way for somebody to, if you guys are interested in having me come out and sing for you, which I don't know, for some reason people are. It's crazy. But I was going to, so the whole point of me starting the whole conversation was to talk about yesterday's show. My voice went out at like 2 hours into the show. I completely lost all noise coming out of my mouth mid song, and I don't know why. Other than I know that I sang Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday. Like I just had a lot of like things going on, and yeah, I don't know, or who knows why it went out, but it went out. But I'm recovering, and so by Thursday, when you guys come see me at the backyard, I should be back to full strength. But doing a live stream show for 2 hours too is a lot of talking.
Yeah.
So, all right, what's going on? Anything? I hear the scanner going on in the background.
Yeah, it's nothing. There's just a bunch of medical calls this morning. Nothing really significant, which is good for a cloudy Monday morning. So much over that, not much going on. Just getting ready for tomorrow's barbecue at 2025 or maybe 2520. Let me bring it up here. Union Road, where the Heavenly Home is, where the crushers that you were talking about earlier are going to be there. And that address is 2025 Union Road. It's a barbecue fundraiser put on by the Central Coast Crushers in support of Officer Benedetti. So that's good. That's where I'm going to be tomorrow afternoon. Starts at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I'll probably be there probably right at 4:30 or so. Just there, just hanging out and stuff. So, yeah. So other than that, Mike, that's all that's going on, at least for this hour.
Okay. So. Yeah. I'm trying to get somebody on from the Crushers so we can, get a little more information about the fundraiser. So cool. Okay. What?
No, but
So
I'm gonna check out. I'm gonna check out and do that website that you were talking about too. So after the show, I'm gonna look into starting that for my page too.
yeah, Passerelle. Like you can,
Mhm.
if you got a logo, which
I do. Yeah,
you have a logo, right?
I do. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so you can literally drop that JPEG right onto anything like a T-shirt, or and it's just another way for you to make a little money, right?
yeah,
To
yeah.
kind of support what you're doing.
Yeah, because I've been thinking of different ways on how to like fundraise. And actually, I was in a conversation yesterday with somebody who also wants to help out my page. And as I get going again and am able to get out and drive and all that sort of thing, they want to help me like pay for my gas and all that stuff.
Mhm.
Like when I go to like different crash scenes or fires or whatever, they want to help as well. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I would think that like you and I don't know, there's like four of you guys that
Mhm.
do what you do. I would think that you guys would have some type of kind of co-op community that is, basically the four of you make this really strong media outlet, right?
Mhm.
That is a lot of times better than traditional media, and you don't want to say it that way, but
But that's the way it is.
yeah, I
Sometimes, yeah.
mean,
Sometimes, yeah.
that's the power of the internet, right?
Hmm.
It's the great equalizer.
Yeah.
Literally, I can I can create a T-shirt and sell it to the public in an instant without it costing me a dime. Like,
Right.
you know, in the 80s, if you wanted to sell, or even in the early 2000s, if you wanted to create a T-shirt and sell it to the public, you had to do a silk screen. You had to buy the T-shirt. You had to put it on there. You had to then take pictures of it and photocopy it and then distribute it somehow to get the word out there to people. Or you went to work for a large company that did it, and but the internet now, it's the great equalizer. It's fascinating.
Right. And then also, in some instances of that, just depending on kind of what your product is, you have to get like licensing and property rights and copyrights and all that sort of thing. So, yeah, I personally try to stay away from all that in terms of like the licensing and everything else like that, the copyrights and all that stuff. Obviously,
Mhm.
I've made kind of, or I haven't kind of, I have. My label is copyrighted. Um, my personal incidents and action thing is copyrighted, and so if anyone tries to take it, I mean, nothing's going to happen to them. But I mean, I
Yeah,
just want to have my own my
yeah,
own
you're
label. Yeah,
your trademarked label or whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I try to stay away from all the like copying somebody else and getting the licensing and all that stuff for that. So, but with this Teamspring thing that you're talking about, it sounds pretty legit, and so I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. Yep, or earlier if I can. Sorry, I'm messaging somebody. Joe Farley's going to be on a little late, so yeah, Teespring. Brent Poppin says, "Have an inspired week. Keep grinding." Yes.
Awesome.
He says he taught you in middle school.
Yes, yeah, he was a substitute teacher of mine in middle school when I was at Clemson.
Oh, dude, what's it like having Mr. Poppin?
It was awesome. I got to hear him tell his story, and I have his jacket. I don't know if he remembers it, but if he's still watching, I still have the jacket, so it hasn't gone anywhere. So I've kept it clean. So
So
yeah,
Brent, I had Brent on the first show, and I think the third show maybe. And yeah, that was via Zoom. I'd love to get him in person though. Brent's like a God, that guy's like a big ray of sunshine, man. He
Yeah, he's
just
awesome. Yeah.
he just inspires everybody around
He,
him.
he says yes, my Olympic jacket. Yeah, I still
Yeah.
have it. Let me go grab it.
Yeah, go grab it. Let's
Give me a second.
don't wait, don't put it on though.
Yeah, just
All right, so Anthony's gonna get your jacket, Brent. That'll be fun. How funny. All right, so yeah, Brent, we gotta make plans for you and I to get together in person and do this. Although I think I want to have you do a cooking segment next time. I think it'd be fun to have the cooking with Brent segment
okay. I'm back.
live. All right, what do we got? Let's see the jacket.
So if he remembers this one right here, this is the jacket that he gave me probably about 10 years ago now, if not longer. So I still have it. I still have it. As you can see, the Team USA logo there.
Yeah.
And so I still have it. So it's all good. It's all clean. So I'm sure that he'll be happy to see it.
That's so cool.
So yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep, still have it. It's all good.
He says so rad.
Yep.
So yeah, what are you gonna do? You're just gonna hold on to that jacket, huh?
Yeah. I obviously I can't fit inside of it because I'm rather large. So
you gotta buy one of those big jacket frames and hang it on your wall.
Yeah. I was actually thinking about doing that with a couple other things that I have as well from I have a basketball from the 2005 Bearcat basketball team with Jasper, Bradford, and that championship team in 2005. And
wow.
Yeah. So, and with Coach Larson's signature on it. So at some point, I'm going to put
Where'd you get that?
I got it for my birthday from Coach Larson.
That's really cool.
Because I was a big Bearcat fan when I was in school, so or when I was in middle school, and so I thought like Derek Jasper was like the Kobe Bryant of like my time, and
sure.
In terms of like basketball, because he was like the star, and I idoled him and all that stuff. And once I got to know him and all that stuff, he's a pretty cool dude. And he's still one of my friends to this day, and we talk from time to time about stuff. So yeah, he's a cool dude. He's down to earth, just like Bradford is. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it was cool to see him in high school. And like I said, I just thought that he was like almost like the Michael Jordan / Kobe Bryant of my time. Mm-hmm. So like growing up and stuff. So yeah. So on the next show, I'll have that basketball for you on my next time here, and so
sure.
I'll be able to show you that. So yeah.
Brent says, "Keep changing the world, Anthony. You're a special soul."
Awesome. Appreciate that, Brent.
Brent, have a good day, man. Give all those children tons of love, man. What you're doing is amazing. Cheers. Yeah. So the Kobe Bryant of my generation growing up at Paso High School was this kid named Jeremiah Cathy. Jeremiah, Jeremiah's little brother, Gennaro, is my grade, good friend of mine. Somebody I've known since I was, 10 years old. Love that guy. But Jeremiah was that dude was a beast. He had like his vertical was insane, and he wasn't but 5'9". He was maybe 5'10".
That's kind of a Spud Webb type thing, huh?
He could float, man. I mean, he might have been 6 foot. I don't know, but I mean, that guy, his handles were unbelievable. His shot was just flawless. He was so quick. He moved like Jordan. It was like, and to be honest with you, it was like there was no Kobe Bryant. Right. When I was in high school, Kobe Bryant was in high school.
Right. Yeah.
So And actually, when I went to, so check this out. When I went to, gosh, in between 9th and 10th grade, I went to basketball camp at San Jose State.
Mhm.
And everybody was talking about Jason Kidd.
Yeah.
Jason Kidd was coming out of high school, going into college, and everybody was raving about Jason Kidd. But like Jeremiah was just, another level off the charts. And he actually ended up going and playing professional basketball in Europe. And
Yeah, there's
so,
a lot of uh, talented athletes that have come out of Paso as of recently, but I don't think they get the recognition for their craft that they deserve. Like in terms of like, not going to say like anything bad that they've done, but there's just a lot of talented athletes as of recently that have come out of Paso
yeah,
that don't get the recognition that they deserve, because it's like when you think of Paso, you think of this small little country town on the Central Coast, and so, but it's like when really all the high school kids they're spectacular in whatever their craft is,
right.
and all that, but when it comes to like their high school, like in Paso Robles, like I said, they just kind of think that, oh yeah, that's just a country kid from the Central Coast, and
Mhm.
like what can he bring to my team or school or whatever. So
Right.
just in terms of the recognition, I don't think most people or most teams or schools or whatever or larger schools give us the recognition that we need or
Mhm.
deserve. So
Yeah.
yeah.
No, we had, Mike Gray, really good buddy of mine, ended up
Yeah.
playing professional baseball, got drafted. Yeah, well, Derek Stroud played in the majors,
Yeah.
Jason Botts, like there was a lot of kids from Paso. Um, all right, so I'm trying to multitask here. Yeah, so let's work on your Teespring. We'll get even if it's just a mug or something, right? We'll get something up
Right.
um, that you can market and do something like that. So that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Bradford is we got to get Bradford on the show. The problem is he's got classes between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. So it's hard to pin him down. But yeah, I'd like to get his. I'd like to get him on the show at some point to talk Paso basketball and get an update.
Yeah. It'd be cool to get Derek on here as well.
Yeah, and I don't know Derek. I know him kind of through Bradford, but I've never really talked to him. So yeah, that would be cool.
Do you want me to reach out to him and all that, and see if
Yeah,
he wants to be able to get on the show?
yeah, and you have
Sure.
Bradford's info.
I don't. I just have Derek's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll ping Bradford and tell him that you're gonna ping Derek, and maybe
Okay.
we can get them to do a basketball update. I know that they're
Sure.
gearing up for playoffs here. Yeah, they're gearing up for playoffs here in
Yeah.
the next week or two. So, first time in 5 or 6 years that they've made the playoffs. He said
Mhm.
they've got a really good team this year too, which is these kids have all been playing together for so long, and they had such a young varsity team the last 2-3 years. Now they're all seniors, and so I call him Dare Bear. But Darius is on the team, and Darius is
Mhm.
like their big guy, right?
Darius Thompson. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
So Dare Bear, he's a senior this year, which is crazy to think about.
Yeah.
I grew up with his mom. Yeah, all of us our age are starting to have babies. Hey,
Yeah.
so what?
You talk about the playoffs just real quick. I don't think the varsity team has been to the playoffs in basketball. I think since 2011. I think.
Well,
So
Bradford said it was 6 years, so
yeah.
maybe they went and lost in the first round.
Yeah, I think it was the first round because I remember it was my brother's senior year of high school. So
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Well, and how old's your brother now?
28.
28.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's older.
Yeah, he's about 4 years older than me.
That's right. He was in that. Was he in one of those pictures that you guys went up to Sacramento?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
he was the one that was standing to my left.
Got it. Okay.
Yep.
And how tall is he?
5'10", 5'11".
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, you're an anomaly, man. You came out of nowhere.
Well, in fact, my dad says he thinks my tallness came from the cable guy. So, in terms of where that comes from,
All right.
I can attest to it. So,
Oh man, that's funny.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we gotta order you a frame for a jacket here. This is what I'm thinking, kind of like something like this, right? So you can put your jacket in that frame.
Yeah. So, something like that.
Yeah. Put it on the wall. That'd be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nice. All right. Well, we're waiting for Coach Farley to jump in here to talk athletics. He's the athletics director for Templeton High School, and he is running late this morning. What is that noise outside?
So they're doing construction. They're putting in a new apartment complex over here by my house, and they're chopping down all the trees in the field that they're going to start construction in. And so it's kind of annoying. I'm sorry, but it's been going on for this last week, so they should be done by today, I'm hoping. So
okay, awesome.
Yeah, so.
Hey, do me a favor. Give us a weather update while I go and get some coffee.
Sure.
All right. I'm gonna bounce 2 seconds.
All right. So the weather update. There is clouds in Paso Robles right now. And the high today in Paso is supposed to be 74, so as well as 72 in Templeton. And so the fog is supposed to burn off at around 10 or 11, or hopefully by lunchtime. So it was a pretty cloudy and gloomy weekend, at least for Sunday it was. Much over that, it's supposed to get warm, I think. Supposed to get warm next week. Supposed to be in the mid 80s for Templeton, and as far as Paso Robles, it's supposed to be in the 80s starting tomorrow and following, all the way up until next Monday. So no rain in the forecast or anything like that. It's just kind of that May gray that that KSPY was talking about. And so, yeah, much over that. Not much else going on, really, in terms of news. Like I said, it's a quiet Monday so far. They are just gearing up for anything and everything that could happen. And obviously, we don't want anything to happen. Today is a week since Officer Benedetti lost his life in a search warrant. Obviously, our prayers and thoughts are with his family in this time of need and this time of grieving as well. So on May 20th, it's this coming Thursday. They are having a memorial service at the Cal Poly Performing Arts there in San Luis Obispo, and that will be at 10 a.m. in the morning on Thursday, followed by a first responder procession to a private graveside service. So that's all I have for you. Mike, go ahead and take it away.
All right. Yeah. Thanks for giving that information out.
I think your mic is dead, Mike.
Check 1, 2. Can you hear me?
Can't hear you.
No?
Can't hear you.
Hold on a minute.
So I think your mic is gone. So Mike's mic is gone. So yeah, so like I said, there's just that funeral service, memorial service for him on the 20th. Mike, you back?
Can you hear me?
I can. There you go.
All right.
So yeah, I was just talking about the funeral memorial service for Officer Benedetti on Thursday at 10 a.m. and it's going to be followed by a first responder procession to a private graveside service for the family. So
Okay.
go ahead, Mike, take it away.
Yeah, let's continue to put that information out there here throughout the week as well.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna drop you off of the screen and get you back on at the end of the show, and then it looks like Joe Farley is finally out of bed. He's taken a shower and he's brushed his teeth. He's ready to go. So let's get him on here.
All right, I'll see you in about 20 minutes.
Thanks, Anthony.
All right.
Oh man, sorry to wake you up so early.
Yeah, geez, it's rough.
Oh man, so how's it going?
It's going pretty good. Got some good rest this weekend. I don't know if you were out there on Saturday, but I wasn't. I had our assistant principal Courtney fill in for me out there, so that was good. And now I'm rested to get through the end of the school year here.
That's good. Yeah, you're gonna need it. We've got all kinds of playoffs happening, huh?
Yeah, we got soccer, both boys and girls soccer playoffs kicking off this week at home. Boys are taking on Selma. The girls are taking on Reedley. That's Tuesday and Wednesday, respectively. And then girls tennis, the team portion kicks off on Thursday against El Diamante. So 3 days in a row of CIF playoffs.
Where's El Diamante?
That's like a Visalia area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that a public school?
I don't know off the top of my head. They're always a pretty good competition though in the section in all sports. So
okay, El Diamante. And so soccer. Mr. Mack told me that we're ranked 191st in the state, which is huge for boys soccer.
I'm not sure about our state rankings. I know in our division we're ranked number 2, and that's kind of what matters to us. So.
Yeah, he said that we've never been in the top 500 as far as state rankings go, and now we're 191, which is awesome. That brings up a good point. You know, like the average Joe. Sorry for the pun, but the average dad, right? We're all about going on Max Preps to see how our school is doing. How much do you guys, as athletic directors, utilize or even care about what Max Prep says?
Well, for a little bit, we do have to care about what Max Prep says because at the end of the year, when you're getting ready to seed all the teams in the playoffs, there is a coach's ranking element to it. And unfortunately, at least from my perspective, is a lot of coaches just kind of lean on what Max Prep says rather than, a coach from Mission Oak or whatever has never come over and watched Templeton play soccer. So they're just going to see what's on Max Preps and they go, oh, they're number 2 in the division. So then that's where they put us on our coaches rankings. Or maybe they played the number 3 team on Max Preps and they're like, oh, that team was really good. So then they rank them ahead of us, even though, they've never seen us play. So as far as like on a day-to-day basis, as an athletic director, I don't pay as much attention to it. But I know coaches are paying attention to it just because they utilize that tool when it comes to ranking the teams in the playoffs. So it's there. I'm trying. I think our section or our area especially is trying to get rid of the coaches rankings element when it comes to these playoffs and just kind of go to a computer-based model. It's just more fair, more equity because, like I said, there's no coaches that are coming over to the coast. Especially when they have their own games to coach and vice versa. We're not going over there to watch any school in the Valley play. So the coaches rankings are kind of flawed in that sense.
Yeah. It's like college football, right? You've got the AP, you got the coaches poll, you got all these different polls to rank and then the playoff system doesn't make any sense anyways.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of the battle that we fight.
All right. So what are you spending your time doing right now? I know that last week you were doing contracts for football next fall. You have to do that process with every sport and every
yeah, all the other sports don't require kind of like a contract like football does. We're going to be figuring out the rest of our fall sports schedule coming up on Thursday. We have another association meeting. So we'll kind of go through and see where each team is in the leagues and get the fall sports schedule. Then from there, I'll start making agreements with teams to play them in the fall. Then making sure that our playoff stuff is all squared away. So make sure we have officials that'll show up to the game. It's gonna hard to have a game without any officials, so working on that. And that's going to be a big part of it. Still got COVID testing for our indoor sports, so we'll be doing that today as well.
Any more testing going on for outdoor sports right now?
Nope, there's no sports, no outdoor sports that require testing. Football was the only outdoor sport that required testing.
Okay. I know that we had the baseball team was down to 11 players on Saturday because some kids are quarantined. Is that like a self-imposed test that they took, or?
Yeah, well, the quarantine, there's two types of quarantines. Some of them, if you're a positive case, then you're going to quarantine. And then some of them, if you're a close contact, you're going to quarantine. And, we have all the kids on campus right now.
Yep.
And so they're all in these classrooms together. So the chance of being a close contact to someone is greater right now than it was before.
Yeah. Do you know? Are you privy to any of the positivity rates right now? Like, is it higher or lower? Do we know?
I do not know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have I feel like nobody's tracking that or at least reporting that anymore. What's going on with that?
I think everyone, last time we were on, we were talking about that June 15th date, and so I think there's been even a couple more developments about that June 15th date. So people are just like, let's just get to June 15th, so
right.
You're probably right that no one's really talking about that as much anymore. But yeah, the June 15th date is the one that's kind of circled on everyone's calendar. And, as a school, our graduation's June 10th. So hopefully we'll still have a couple sports going on and making deep runs into the playoffs at that time.
Yep.
But, the June 15th date doesn't have as much weight for us this year.
Right. Now, are there any, can you talk through any of the summer activities going on for sports outside of football?
Well, unfortunately, like just about all those other sports are still going on. I know Coach Cam and the volleyball team has kind of discussed and thrown around a schedule for the summer. He hasn't put in a formal request for any gym time quite yet. I think he's still just trying to take a breath after the end of the year and kind of wait for graduation to come and go. So we are hoping to have kind of our regular summer programs go on. It's just a matter of, when these seasons end, coaches can't have any activities or workouts with the kids for 2 weeks. So
right.
It kind of cuts us into, I was talking to Coach Tompkins, the baseball coach, and he's looking at the summer program, and it's like, man, if you're making a deep playoff run, you're going to be starting 1 week and then the next week's the fair, and who knows how many kids you're going to get when the fair is going on. So that's a little challenge for us going so late into the summer.
Yeah, and football kicked off today, right, with their spring practices? Or
they'll be doing some field stuff today out on the field. So They've been doing the 0 period continuously, but today they'll be back up on the field.
And so, what are the specific requirements? I threw out to my son because my son plays quarterback and he wants to kind of improve on the off season. He's looking for somebody to work out with, a coach to kind of help him. And I was like, well, what about just asking Coach Lane? But then I'm like, okay, wait, I don't even know if that's illegal or legal. Like, what are the guidelines about kids working with coaches on the off season?
Well, so one, Coach Lane's, not going to be coaching with us next year. I don't know if you knew that at all.
No way.
So yeah, Coach Lane's moving on. So Coach Lane could almost be a private coach this year, but we do have the organized team activities now for for the football team because it's been 2 weeks, and so they can get up on the field and run around, and he can get all the extra help he needs at that practice. They still have, the hour requirements that he has to fall under when he's working with the team, but that they can have balls and stuff in their hands. No pads, obviously. So it's pretty just short t-shirt workouts and kind of learning the offense and making sure that they're squared away.
You can't drop the Coach Lane bomb on me and not expect me to follow up. Is he staying in the area?
Yeah, Coach Lane will be staying in the area. He'll just he's got 2 young baby girls now at home, and so he's got to
between you and I,
dad first. And
between you and I, let's be honest. Did you fire him? Did you let him
let's put that on the record that I fired him.
I'm just kidding. No, that's a bummer, man. We love Coach Lane.
Yeah, it is a big bummer. He's gonna, he's got family duties that he's got to attend to first, and so there's no love lost. And I know Coach Crow and I would be happy to have him back once his daughters are a little bit older and a little bit more self-sufficient. And
dude, he needs to get his priorities straight.
Yeah, I think he's got them.
Oh, well, okay. So does Coach Crow have a plan?
Coach Crow and I had initial discussions. Coach Crow, though, he's like the ultimate planner. So he's got a plan, I believe, but I'll let him discuss those with you when you have them on next.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I missed the banquet last night. They had a team banquet. I was playing a show, so I couldn't get down there, but I'll have to follow up with him this week. Okay, well, and then now I got to get Coach Lane on, but he's still going to be teaching. He's still going to be in the students' lives. Well, that might work out better than for Noel, right? To hire him as a private coach on Coach Lane's time, right?
Yeah, like that could be something for you guys to look into a little bit more. And I know Coach Lane's not going to stay too far away from any kind of football. He's a football junkie, so I'm sure he'll be looking for something to help out in any way he can.
For sure. Oh, okay. Well, okay. So the summer programs outside of football, baseball probably maybe will go deep into the playoffs, so they're kind of limited. Basketball, I know. Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying softball as well is going to be another school or another team that's going to go deep or hopefully deep into the playoffs. So their summer program is going to look a little bit different.
Okay. I know Coach Cherry had talked about in the past they'd done the Town, which is like a club, and that club's not affiliated with the high school, right? Or is it?
No, that's not. The Town is kind of well, I wouldn't say Coach Cherry's, but I think Coach Orpeza is kind of taking it over, and it's kind of the club version. So they allow athletes, from Paso, Atascadero to come and play on this, but they have all their own. We charge them to use our gym, and it's totally separate from the high school.
Okay. And then so there's no violation or any kind of issue with the basketball coaches being involved in that?
No.
Okay. And do we know, are they doing the Town this year?
I know Coach Orpeza stopped by to try and reserve the gym. So I think they're looking into it. Once again, it's just they're still in their season where usually they're already done and kind of itching to get back on the basketball court, where now they're in the midst of their league season and still looking at CIF and trying to make a playoff run. So
yeah. Okay. How's the incoming freshman class look for just athletics as a whole? Do we know?
I've heard really good things, and the number one thing obviously is that they're this bubble grade that everyone talks about. So there's going to be a lot more of these freshmen, which is always good news. We can get higher numbers and hopefully higher participation in all of our sports. But I've heard really good things. I was just talking to our swim coach actually, and she was talking to me about some freshmen that are coming in, and she's really excited about the prospect of them coming to Templeton High School and being part of the swim team there. Coach Crow said at his initial meeting, they had a lot of numbers there as well. So I think if nothing else, there's going to be larger teams and more depth to choose from, which is always a good thing and never hurts. And you can get more done in practice with more numbers.
Yeah. Okay. Where is the swim the facility going to be built? The one that you're working on?
Or the one that we're digging the hole for.
Yeah.
That's still to be determined. Luckily, I don't know if you know this or if it got out, but our good neighbors at Atascadero High School kind of allowed us to use their swim pool for last week and the beginning part of this week, because we have our league tournament this Tuesday and Thursday. So we've actually been practicing over at Atascadero High School before their swim team gets into the pool. So, big thanks to them for allowing that to happen, because we were kind of, before we weren't expecting really any CIF possibilities. And then, they started adding on all these things, and our contract had kind of run out at Kennedy Club Fitness. So we had a swim team with no pool. And we already did our workouts outside of the pool. So just to kind of give them more training to meet some of these CIF qualifying marks, we've been able to practice over at Atascadero High School. So,
so how does that work? You as the AD get on the phone with local, schools, and just you got obviously some money set aside to kick them and all of that.
Yeah, and I think I've mentioned to you before that Sam DeRose, the athletic director over at Atascadero, has kind of taken me under his wing a little bit, and I've asked him probably countless of dumb questions. So it was I was talking to him about something else that day. We had been looking at other pool options and just didn't have anywhere to put our swim team. And so I called him and said, hey, I'm looking for a swimming pool. I know you got a swimming pool. And, with the way that the school schedule is this year, there's that flexibility in time. Where, we're getting out of school a little bit earlier, and I talked to our administration about, hey, can we get into the swimming pool before 3 p.m. if that's, if Atascadero approves of this, and everyone was kind of on board to have this week of practices at Atascadero. So it's just kind of being there with Sam and communicating with him and getting something done.
Yeah, no, that's cool. What's his name? The athletic director over there?
Sam DeRose.
Oh, Sam DeRose. Okay. I thought you said Rose.
Yeah, DE in front of that. So
DeRose. Okay. Well, so what are the hours that we're using the pool versus them? Are we doing that?
So we get in there about 1:15, and we stay there until 3 o'clock, and then their swim team shows up, 3:15 and goes until, I'm not quite too sure, but we get like an hour and a half before they get in there every day, which has been great.
That's like prime swim time, right? Middle of the day, the sun's out, the fog's burned off.
Well, and then it's nice too, because their school's still in session at that time, so our swim team kind of all meets in front of their gym. Once everyone's present and accounted for, then they all walk over to the pool together. Our coach lets them in, and then we get to swim during school hours, kind of, and get a good practice in, and then head home once Atascadero is released from school.
Dude, what a weird time, right?
Oh yeah, we even have we have green parking passes for our students over there. So that way, just in case there's an emergency or something, they can identify the Templeton High School cars. So they did us a big favor, and it's just, it is really weird, because this, in any school, normal school year, we wouldn't be able to pull this off. But because of the way the school schedules work, and they're different for each school, it's been beneficial.
Yeah. Is that Coach Lane texting you saying, dude, you didn't tell him you fired me, did you?
Yeah, that's, you can hear my phone blowing off. Yeah, that's Coach Lane. He's not too happy with me now.
All right. No. All right. All right. It's 8:50. I'll let you go, Joe. Anything else you want to get out? Any boosters information?
Well, really quick, pay attention to the boosters link on our website, because there's going to be some changes in the summer meeting schedule. the Boosters does want to take some vacations here and there, and it just so happens to fall on a second Monday of every month. So we do post the schedule there once it's set. So those dates are going to change, but at any time, anyone's welcome to come out, volunteer. It's a great program. So
Where
if you want to know more, you can email me, or the Boosters does have their own email that's on the Templeton High School website.
Let's see. Here's the site. This is the swag, though. I don't know. It's oh, there it is. Yeah, I'll post the link here in the chat.
We did get one newcomer last Monday, so that was
Oh,
exciting.
good.
I don't know if it was my begging and pleading, but we did get one new person out there, and that's exciting. And told her to bring her friends, and she even brought her kid. So kids are welcome, because we understand that it's happening at a time that you also have to be a parent. So bring your kid out. This kid was looking for someone to play with while the adults are meeting, and they're more than welcome to come out.
Awesome. So you said, hey, thanks for showing up. Congratulations. Here's the key ring with every set of keys to every snack bar. And here's the how-to booklet. We'll see you later.
Yeah, it's pretty much how it went. It said, hey, thanks for showing. Hey, we have a job for you. And
perfect. That's
and
awesome.
she was voluntold. So it was great.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Well, I'm sure Melinda and the others will appreciate the extra help. So very cool.
Definitely.
All right, Joe. Well, have a good week.
All right. You too.
Thanks for checking in. See ya.
See ya.
All right, Joe Farley, athletic director for Templeton High School, in with us on Mondays to talk all things athletics. And breaking news, in case you're just joining us, he did not fire Coach Lane, but Coach Lane is not going to be part of the football program next year because of family priorities and him taking care and wanting to spend more time with his family and children. So big loss, obviously, for the Templeton football program, but we know that he won't go too far away from it. And so Coach Lane, we wish you all the best with you and your family. And we just thank you for everything that you've done for our kids and the program and everything you will continue to do, because I know that you're still going to be as involved as you can be. So big loss. All right. It's 8:52, Mr. Anthony. All right. What's going on?
Nada. I got this basketball for you, though, that I went and found in my closet. So right here, it says, I don't know if you can see that or not, but it says Bearcat basketball 2005.
Yep.
And then speaking of Bradford, so what Coach Larson did back in 2005 was he's good friends with my dad and the rest of my family and all that. Mm-hmm. And so what my dad did one year, I think it was for like my 10th or 11th birthday, he asked Coach Larson if he can have all the guys on the squad that year to sign this basketball, because I was like their like #1 fan or whatever. I went to every game and everything like that. So speaking of Bradford, his signature is right there.
Number 32.
Yeah, he was number 32 that year, and Coach Larson's signature is right there.
Does it say Bradford Thompson? Was that what it said?
Yeah, it's Bradford Thompson Young. That's his name. So it's right there, and then right underneath that is Coach Larson's signature right there.
Yep.
And then Jasper's is on here somewhere. Right here. So that's Derek's signature right there.
He's wearing 21, huh?
Yeah. So yeah, it was an awesome gift that year. Like I said, that was back in like 2005 to 2006 or whatever. So yeah, so I still have it. I'll cherish it forever.
When
It's just an awesome gift.
you got that ball back then?
Yeah, in 2005.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. You better be careful. They might want to put that in the Hall of Fame there.
Oh no! This is mine. I'm keeping this forever.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
way
keeping
cool.
this forever. So, well, but yeah, they did win. I'm not sure. I'll have to look back in the files. They did win at the Pac-7 at that time. They were still in the Pac-7, and now they've, in my opinion, messed up all the leagues and all that. It didn't keep it original, but yeah, I think they won Pac-7 that year in 2005. So it was a championship team, and so
Hey,
it's a good
so
thing.
Derek Jasper wore number 21.
Mhm.
You know who else wore number 21?
Who?
You're looking
You?
at him.
Oh, you?
I was number 21. I think my JV year. I'm scrolling through trying to find a picture, but we were 9-1 in league. And it was Coach Derek Stroud's first year back from playing professional baseball. They threw him in with a bunch of ragtag kids that playing basketball, and he showed up, and he just basically built us into this machine that refused to lose, and we ended up losing one game. But
That's crazy.
Derek Stroud didn't have, he wasn't a basketball player,
Mhm.
first. He was just a disciplinarian and structure and coaching machine. And just, he instilled in us this mentality of not ever quitting
Yeah.
and working harder than anybody else on the floor. And then defense, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think I'm coming close to finding a picture.
Yeah, I remember my freshman year of high school, Coach Larson told me that whenever I wanted to, I can come in with the teachers at lunch in the gym and play basketball with them at lunch, and I took him up on that a couple times, and so Derek Stroud was there, and he tried to guard me and everything. He tried to keep up, but I had the upper hand on him. So
Yeah.
so
Hey,
it was cool.
You want to see something?
Oh, you got a picture of you?
No, but this is another. It's me and my wife.
Oh, nice. You got your Letterman jackets. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh yeah.
Right on.
Yeah. She was all county volleyball.
Did you graduate from Paso as well?
She did. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
She's a volleyball stud for Paso, and she's now a coach here at Templeton for volleyball. But yeah.
Awesome.
Lots of memories of Paso High School growing up. I gotta find that. I'm gonna find that picture of our basketball team. But I did wear number 21. I thought that was fun.
Awesome. Yeah.
Great minds think alike. Actually, you know why I wore number 21?
Why is that?
You're probably too young, but there was this basketball player on the Lakers named Michael Cooper. And
I've heard of him.
Michael Cooper
Yeah.
maybe is my favorite basketball player of all time. He had just an amazing 3-point shot. He was like Robert Horry before Robert Horry, right? He was the Robert Horry of the 80s. And he wore these. He was tall and skinny. He was super skinny, and he was the only guy that wore knee-high socks. And they had the short shorts and knee-high socks, man.
Yeah.
And he would just sit there and just drain threes all day long. But he outworked everybody on the court.
Yeah, the knee-high socks with the Converse.
Oh yeah. No, it wasn't that old. No, I don't know what kind of shoes he wore. But yeah, he was a stud, man. So I always loved watching Michael Cooper. So I wore his number
Awesome.
growing up.
Awesome.
All right, man. It's 9:00. Let's finish out this show and get our day started, huh?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right, Anthony. I will tomorrow. We can talk offline, but it looks like tomorrow I'm going to be over at the Mercantile in Atascadero doing our show live from there. So I just got a text confirming. So so yeah. What I might do is go set up shop there this evening. Okay. Well, yeah, I'll figure it out. All right. Yeah. So tomorrow, live from the Mercantile, Tascadero, we're going to have a couple guests and we're going to talk farm to table and we're going to talk all kinds of cool things. So
make sure that you have a good Wi-Fi connection.
I think we do there. I think that was one of the prerequisites. So that'll be good.
Awesome.
All right. Yeah. If you guys are stuck in a rut and trying to figure out how to move through your Monday, I would highly suggest getting outside and smelling the air and breathing and just zoning out to a good podcast. And if you need a podcast recommendation, I would highly suggest a gentleman named Rich Roll. I'll put it in the chat right now. Rich Roll podcast. Rich Roll podcast. Guaranteed to find something there that motivates you. Rich Roll was a alcoholic, quit drinking at 31. He was an attorney that hated his job, hated his profession, and decided at 43 years old to just pull the plug on everything and start over and become an ultra marathon athlete. And just kind of his journey through finding out who he is supposed to be and his purpose has been amazing for me to listen to. And exercise to, as I go about my day. But Rich Roll is highly inspirational. And so I would highly suggest you guys put some ear pods in and listen to a podcast and just get out and enjoy the day. So that's it. It's the Morning Buzz. It's Monday, May 17th. We will see you guys tomorrow. See you, Anthony.
See ya.